Hello, friends, and welcome to your League One Ontario Game of the Week from Victoria Park Stadium in Brampton. We've got Burlington Soccer Club taking on the home side ProStars. Here kicking off at 7 p.m. My name is Pierce Lang. We are about to get ready for the national anthems, so we're going to go radio silent for that and let you enjoy that, and I'll come back with the starting lineups and a preview of today's match in just a moment.
We ask you to please write if you're able, and please remove your heads for the playing of the Canadian national anthem.
Alrighty, friends, we are raring to go here in Brampton for today's matchup. This is going to be a fantastic game. ProStars have been doing quite well as of late. Looking at their last two matches, they beat the top two teams in the league in Scrissapi and Woodbridge. So that's no small feat in itself. Woodbridge last week, they got the clean sheet against, and in the matchup before that, it was a 2-1 victory over league leaders Scrissapi. On the other side of the pitch, it'll be Burlington wearing their yellow kits today, who are on a bit of a cold streak. They were league leaders, and then it's been 5 games without a win. Their last win coming against this very same ProStars squad on June 1st back in Burlington. Goals in that one for Burlington. Maro Luli with a brace, and then Yordi Stoyanov getting on the board. So watch out for a little bit of revenge being sought here by ProStars, who are continuing to climb the league table. So we'll go through your starting lineups here for both sides. Starting in goal for ProStars, it will be number 29, Sam Diltz. In front of him, Paolo Viano. Wearing number 8 is Giuseppe Muffalini. Number 9, Taha Ilias. Number 10 is on the back of Sebastian Suarez. Milan Beaters wearing your captain's armband and number 11 on his back. Number 12 is John Ntukas. Kaizi Mael is wearing number 17. Number 18 is Thomas Joseph. Number 24 is Isaiah Noel, and Jaden Pinheiro is wearing number 25 for the home side. On the other side of the pitch, starting in goal will be Callum Morrison, wearing number 25. In front of him will be number 2, Perry Zorbis. Number 5, the captain, Juan Yaramilo. Number 6 will be Simon Trianfilu. Number 9 is Augustus Oku. Maro Luli is wearing number 10. Matthew Rogers has number 11 on his back. Dilman Grawal is number 14. Anthony Piziak is wearing number 16. Shruthik Sivakumar is number 21, and Kiani Fairbanks is wearing number 26. So I said before that Burlington have been on a bit of a cold streak. They were first in the league after beating ProStars last time. And then it's been a difficult run of play for this side, dropping down to 5th right now on 19 points, just ahead of 6th place Blue Devils, who lost earlier today to league leaders Skrisapi FC in a 3-0 match. Then it's ProStars not too far behind Blue Devils. A win today would put them 1 point back of Burlington. No, that's just terrible math. I don't know what I'm saying. They'll be drawn level with Simcoe County Rovers in 7th on 16 points. The interesting one will be if Burlington can get the victory. That'll put them into 4th place, just ahead of Alliance. So this is Callum Morrison getting it out to Yaramilo. Ball picked off, and ProStars are going to work their way back up the pitch. Mufalini's pass is deflected by Sivakumar. And it's ProStars getting it back in. Sivakumar playing it. Fairbanks going back to Grawal. This is Yaramilo. Maro Luli unable to bring the ball down. So I had a chance to have a quick chat before the game with the ProStars coaching staff, more specifically Danny Costa, head coach of this ProStars squad. Costa, a name that, if it's not already, will be familiar to Canadian soccer fans in the next few years, as Danny is in fact the father of Jesse Costa, who should need no introduction to Canadian men's national team fans if you keep up with the youth players. Jesse, who came up through the ProStars system and is currently without a club, but has been with Wolfsburg in years past, had the opportunity to contemplate playing for Portugal, and is so far continuing his trajectory as the U20 captain here with our men's youth national team. But ProStars are going to be playing a 4-5-1 today. And I mentioned before that run of play that they've had, beating both Woodbridge and Skrisapi already on this season. That was Nutukas who was taken to ground there, getting the call. Milan Beater Playing the ball back for Suarez. But those wins have given ProStars a little bit of confidence here as they continue driving forward. Elias getting the ball and playing it back to Suarez. Some solid veterans here on this ProStars squad. Milan Beater going in with the challenge. One of those aforementioned veteran players, Taha Elias, who's someone who should be familiar to anyone. Here he is laying a shot in towards goal. And that's what you can come to expect from the wily veteran. He's played with a couple squads here in League One. Notably Sigma, then Blue Devils. Had a difficult challenge on his plate coming back from injury last year after having to have surgery on a broken ankle following the 2022 League One Ontario final, where he played out the whole game after breaking his ankle very early on in the match. The Blue Devils stuck at that point of the year without any forwards to sub into the match to relieve him of his duties and relieve him from his agony. That's Augustus Oku giving chase. Trianfulu sending Mauro Luli with a lovely ball, but Luli called offside. Trianfulu rocking one heck of a tan here today. Just got back from a vacation in Greece. Fabulous that he was able to join us today. A couple players out of the lineup for work and personal reasons for Burlington today. No Luka Frankovic or Andre Neptune. Neptune getting engaged. I hope I haven't let the cat out of the bag. Two very important pieces to this Burlington lineup. No Lucas Raposo in the lineup either, normally wearing the captain's armband, which we see on the arm of Yamarillo today. Also, I'm sure as you've noticed, no Eric Herman's in goal for Burlington, which should have been pretty obvious with my mention of Callum Morrison in goal. Ball into the middle, headed away by Yarmarillo. Fairbanks looking to get it out wide for Rogers. Rogers pushing up the wing. He has Fairbanks looking for Oku. It was Pinheiro getting a foot in to break up that Burlington attack. Pinheiro is a player who's been playing very well as of late for Danny Costa's side. This is Beater. Running onto it is Mayal. Mayal closed down by Yamarillo. Mayal with it still. He's found Milan Beater. Beater with a shot from range, and no trouble whatsoever for Callum Morrison. Morrison, only 20 years old, killing off a few of those U20 and U23 minutes that are required to be ticked off your game sheet on a week-to-week basis. There's about 9,000 minutes that need to be covered throughout the season. $2,500 U20 minutes, and then another 7,500 U23 minutes as Pinheiro goes up to head another ball away. Fairbanks with it now with the cross going back post. Luli's there. Is he going to be able to keep it in bounds? He does not, unfortunately, and that's going to go out for a Sam Dilts goal kick. So yeah, I was mentioning the under 20 and the under 23 minutes there. As it stands now, ProStars, even with those veterans that they've got in the lineup, have already managed to knock off 8,000 of the 9,000 required. So they're sitting pretty right now. Yamarillo to control. This is Trianfulo. Yamarillo back to Trianfulo. You can see the pressure here from Beater and Ilyas is giving him that bit of space in their back end, but only letting them come up to about half before the pressure is really applied. Beater looks like he's got himself back into fantastic shape. Shot off the boot of Mauro Luli. Whistles wide of Sam Dilts' goal. Sam Dilts plays his collegiate soccer out at St. FX in the AUS. He's been absolutely massive for ProStars in this last run of matches as Elias pushes the ball out wide. This is Thomas Joseph. Back into the middle for Muffalini. Ball cleared out as far as Rogers, and counter mounting for Burlington as they apply a bit of pressure. This is Isaiah Noel. So I was talking about Sam Dilts there. Big penalty save 2 weeks ago against Skrisapi, and then 5 big saves against Woodbridge, according to Danny Costa. Dilts eats up a ton of U23 minutes as well, so hard to complain about that. From a coaching perspective, I mean. And why would you complain about your keeper stepping up big? Oku turning with it on his right foot. His shot is blocked. There's Viano with the block. Clearance there by Mael, and he's going to get the call as Fairbanks went flying in for the challenge. Milan Beater working hard to try and win the ball back, but it's Trianfulu, the former FC Edmonton player, coming away with the ball. County Fairbanks going back to Yamarillo. Sivakumar out wide. Perry Zorbas lost his footing and went to ground. Unfortunate sequence there from Burlington as they can't get anything out of yet another foray into the ProStars end here. We're about 16 minutes into this match, friends. Still 0-0 between ProStars and Burlington in your League One Ontario Match of the Week. My name is Pierce Lang. As always, I'm here bringing you all the action today. We've got Andre from MSA on camera. Oku cutting in top of the box, still with it, left-footed shot in towards Zilta's goal and whistles it just wide of the net. No trouble whatsoever for the big number 29 in orange as he watched that one go well wide. Paolo Viano receiving the ball right now, just 19 years old, another up-and-coming prospect. Or that was Jaden Pinheiro, actually. Sikavumar getting away with a handball by the looks of it as Sam Dilt sprawls to his left to make that save. Pinheiro's young too, though. Well, even though I got him mixed up there with Viano. Pinheiro's only 18 years old. He's someone head coach Jesse Costa was saying we should be keeping an eye on today. Turnover in the middle. Sikavumar springs. Augustus Oku. Oku with it still in tight on goal. Lays it off for Maro Luli. Luli tried to put it in off the outside of his boot, and if only he would have turned one more time, he could have cut back across the grain there, but he's such a dangerous player. You got to let him just do whatever springs to mind. So creative in the box. Piziak to take the corner kick here for Burlington. Will be a left-footed in-swinger. Luli made the run and got the ball low on the ground. Zorbas going back to Morrison. This is Sivakumar. Or Sivakumar, rather, sorry. Apologies to Shruthik here. Yamarillo chests it down. Pressure coming from Taha Ilyas. Oku with it now. Trianfulu with time and space goes out wide. Gets it right back again from Perry Zorbas. Lots of space up the middle here for Yamarillo. Gets it through to Oku. Oku goes to ground, gets the call. Free kick from a very dangerous position here in the 19th minute of play. Looks like it'll be August Oku and Maro Luli standing over the ball. Trianfulu interested in the conversation they're having. Four-man wall in front of Sam Diltz. Trianfulu backs off. Looks as though Oku's going to take. August Oku with a low shot in towards Sam Dilton. He sprawls to his left to make the save. Throws it out quickly onto the wing. County Fairbanks went for the sliding tackle and Mayel walked around him. Turnover. This is Zorbas. Ball into the middle and cleared easily by Viano. That was Matthew Rogers, not Perry Zorbas. This is Perry Zorbas. My mistake. Apologies all around. Oku with it down on the touchline. Gets the ball across the face of goal, but too much on that one. It's going to go out for a ProStars throw. And if they get it into play quickly and get on the run here, they would have had numbers, but a wild throw there. Turnover for Burlington and exactly what they did not want to happen. Strong language coming from goalkeeper Sam Diltz as he's trying to get his team to focus. Apologies to the children if they're listening. Yamarillo with it now. Luley turns. Suarez put his hands up acknowledging that he had fouled him, but no call on the play. Ilias with it now on the near sideline. Ilias taking on Grawal. Ilias with a left-footed ball into the box. Beater's there for the header and headed it towards goal. And fantastic work there by Kaisi Mayel to put in the second header. Milan Beater headed it back in towards goal. Burlington protesting, trying to get the call. Conversation about to happen here between referee Kevin McCleany and his assistant referee. Simon Trianfulu continuing to argue the no call. Score 1-0 for ProStars here in the 22nd minute of play. Kaisi Miel opening the scoring. It's 1-0 for the home side. Things getting more difficult here for Burlington by the minute. As their hard luck continues here in the 2024 League One Ontario season. Trianfulu gets around Beater, plays it out wide. Maro Luli with the shot, it gets deflected. Beater clears to Ilias. Ilias is all alone with no one in blue, but charging up the wing is Muffalini. Muffalini tries to bring it down, but it's Piziak getting in to break up the attack. Trianfulu with some space, plenty of time to play with the ball. Oku gets a ball and a shot off quickly. No time to think there by Sam Diltz as August Oku smashed the ball in towards goal. The second that he saw an opening. A little bit of a water break here for both sides as we reach the 24th minute. We'll take this opportunity to pay a couple bills here while we've got the chance. League One Ontario would like to thank the following sponsors who make this all possible. CIBC, lead partner for Canada Soccer. the Canadian Premier League and League One Ontario. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. The Cruyff Institute, educating athletes, sport and business professionals to become leaders in sport management. And Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and preferred match ball of League One Ontario. Score is 1-0 here, friends. Kaisi Mayal opening the scoring in about the 22nd minute of play. First real chance on goal for ProStars. Sam Diltz has made at least one big save. Certainly that stop on Augustus Oku just moments ago was absolutely vital. Oku so dangerous and getting the ball in a very, very, very tight position. Blasting a shot in on Diltz from close range. Piziak gets the ball into Tranfulu. Oku with it, top of the box. Oku with it, still working in, and it's Noel who breaks it up. Oku comes sliding in and knocks that ball out of bounds. It'll be a ProStars throw in deep in their own end. Pressure continuing to mount from this Burlington attack. Nice. Mael, the goal scorer, touching the ball there moments ago. Looks like he's switched sides. Here he is now. Mael, the 22-year-old striker, gets it out wide to Taha Elias. Chance coming here. Shot from distance goes off the back of Yamarillo's heel. It was Sebastian Suarez blasting that shot in towards Callum Morrison's goal. Morrison's been predominantly playing in League 2 this season. Seen a half of action in 2 different games, playing a full 90 against Blue Devils FC 2. But he's getting his League One Ontario men's debut for the season in this match, and it's unlucky that he finds himself down 1-0 right now in his first start on the year. Natukas surprised to have the call go against him seconds ago. This is Dilman Gurwal finding Mauro Luli. Luli being closed down by Suarez, finds Tranfulu. Tranfulu goes out wide. And Murillo working his way into the middle where the space is. Finds Oku. Oku gets it out wide. This is Piziak. Piziak being closed down by Mael. Mael got the block, and it's going to go out for a corner kick for Burlington here in the 29th minute of play. Score is still 1-0 for the home side in this League One Ontario game of the week. Tranfulu to take the corner. Looks like it'll be a right-footed ball. In-swinger going back post. Beater rises to meet it. Taha Elias with a fantastic recovery for ProStars, and Yamarillo's touch is going to let him down. He's going to have to chase that one back into his own end. Looks like I missed a yellow card to Paolo Vaiano. Not sure when that would have occurred. See if I can get an update Looks like it was in the 21st minute of play. So put that in your notes. I know I will. Will be important to keep track of that as the game continues on here. Sam Diltz bringing the ball out for a ProStars goal kick. Diltz smashes a ball up towards Milan Beater, who tries to chest it down. Suarez with it now in the center circle, still on the ball, gets it out wide. This is the goal scorer, Mael, bringing it down. Back to Ilias. Ilias fakes the cross now, gets it off, finds Beater. Beater goes up to get the ball, and it's finally cleared by Grewal, but it'll be a ProStars throw-in as they continue working their way into the Burlington end. Viano gets it into Ilias. Viano tries to slip a pass through to Beater, but it's deflected by Sivakumar. Out for another ProStars throw. Viano gets it in, but Sivakumar is there once again. Mael gets a cross in. Headed in towards goal, but no trouble whatsoever for Callum Morrison as he slows things back down for Burlington as they look to recover a bit of energy. Elias and Trianfulu battling. Two Warriors agree to get along as Elias helps him up to the ground, or up off the ground. Up off the ground. Holy moly. It's my first day, don't tell my boss. This is Matthew Rogers with a full head of steam, getting it into Oku. Oku's shot deflected by Noel. Sivakumar getting it out wide. Murillo with plenty of space in front of him. So much room in the middle of the pitch for Burlington to operate if they'll just take it. Sliding challenge from Viano to block Luli's shot. Viano and Luli continue to battle, and it's finally cleared up towards Ilias. Ilias and Grewal. Ilias has it. He's... Oof. It was Morrison coming out to meet Ilias outside the box, saving the day for Burlington. Mael gets away with a just absolutely atrocious throw-in. This is Muffolini. Mael gets it to Muffolini. Muffolini goes to ground, but the ball was well out of bounds before he went for the dive. We'll call it an intriguing call from referee Kevin McKelleney. He was closer than I was. Certainly the assistant referee had said that it was out before the foul occurred. Sebastian Suarez with the ball into the box, going up to meet it was Beater, and he puts that one well over Morrison's goal and out for a goal kick here in the 34th minute of play. Looking at the league right now as it stands, Grisapi, after their win today, still sit in first place with 2 games, now 3 games at hand over second place Woodbridge. Tied on points, however, with 24. Vaughan are currently in third on 23 points. Alliance have 21. And Burlington are in fifth on 19 points. They're going to want to win here so that they can get themselves back into that top 4. Blue Devils are in 6th on 18. ProStars find themselves in 7th with 18 as well. Then it's Simcoe, North Toronto, Guelph, Sigma, and Hamilton in that relegation spot on 4 points. Dilts pushes that one over his goal as that rocket came off the boot of Trianfulu. Pizak to take a left-footed corner kick. It's going back post. Luli was there, but Noel got to it first. This is Keone Fairbanks chipping one up into the box and just didn't get enough on that to really present an opportunity for his side. And Sam Dilts watched that one go out of bounds harmlessly. 36th minute of play, still 1-0 for the home side. ProStars looking to scoop up some vital points as the season continues to wind down here in League One Ontario. Beater brings the ball down, flips it up over the top. Grawal and Morrison with a bit of a miscommunication. Morrison comes away with it, however. Ball up over the top, and it'll be Mauro Luli with it, trying to work some magic here on the near sideline. Still with it into the middle, laying it off for Fairbanks, and Beater comes away with it for ProStars. So it was a little bit incorrect with my run through the standings. There's Woodbridge. It shows that they've played a game, but they're currently in action right now against North Toronto, 5 minutes into that match. So it's showing up as a game having been played. But they're currently sitting at a scoreline of 0-0 against North Toronto. Alliance and Guelph are knotted at 0. 63 minutes into that match. And again, the lone final score we've got from League One Ontario's men's Premier Division so far is Scrissapi beating Blue Devils FC. Cody Ellis and Thomas Skublak getting yellow cards very early in that match within 20 minutes, but Skublak getting a goal 2 minutes after, or scoring 2 minutes before he got the yellow card, should I say. And then it was Jacob Carlos for Scrissapi getting the second goal, and Amari Cotterill in the 90th minute. If you weren't able to keep up with that gibberish that just came out of my mouth, you can more easily find out what I was trying to say by going to the League One Ontario app, which is available for free in the Apple or Google Play stores. "39 minutes have ticked off the clock here. Suarez tries to meg Keone Fairbanks, but Fairbanks comes away with it. Dips his shoulder and gets around. Suarez was just off target with his pass for Thomas. Sivakumar goes to ground. Beater now with it. Beater with a bit of real estate in front of him. Grawal gets a chest to it. Turning is Mael. Mael with the ball across the face of goal and deflected off of Perry Zorbas, and that's going to be a corner kick on the far side of the pitch for ProStars. Morrison slowing things down. So Augustus Oku currently finds himself fourth in League One Ontario scoring, with Maroluli also on 7 as well. Sivakumar working his way into the box, and ball squirts through everyone. Finally, it's Fairbanks blasting a shot well over Sam Diltz's goal. Milan Beater and Nicholas Blaskovich both on 3. So is Taha Ilias, your top scorers for ProStars. But then as you look at the top scorers in the league, no surprise to see Javante Lane on 10. Then it's Fadi Salbak from North Toronto with 8. Ronaldo Marshall for Woodbridge also on 8. I mentioned Oku's on 7, so is Maroluli. Jared Ajamang on Guelph, right there with the two of them. Ball out wide for Zorbas. Yeah, Murillo with it now, finding Fairbanks. Elias with only one man back to defend, but Burlington come back. Fabulous pass through the middle that found Muffalini. Grawal's going to go back to Morrison. Muffalini's an interesting player. On his way to the University of Kentucky in the fall, only 17 years old. Just signed his letter of intent. So someone you're going to want to keep your eye on moving forward. Ball goes out wide for Matthew Rogers. Trianfulu. Fairbanks lays it off for Perry Zorbas, and Zorbas with another glorious opportunity from in tight. And Burlington just unable to get the shots on target here in the first half. The chances of being there, Diltz has stepped up and made 2 decent saves, but beyond that, it's been Burlington's inability to put balls on the net that's been their biggest problem here. And to make matters worse, ProStars have taken advantage of their one opportunity to really challenge Callum Morrison, and it was Kaisi Mael getting the lone goal in this one in the 22nd minute. Muffalini with it now. Muffalini charging up the right side. Muffalini puts a ball in back post and headed clear from harm by Perry Zorbas. Matthew Rogers has his clearance. Looked like it was deflected, but I think it was already out, judging by the signal from our referee, Kevin McKelney. And Tukas to take the throw, puts it into the box. Beater brings it down. Yamaril gets a foot in and sends that one in towards the corner. And Tukas goes to ground and he'll get the call. Free kick deep in enemy territory here for ProStars. This is Sebastian Suarez to take. Thomas Joseph at the top of the box, completely free. County Fairbanks coming to join him. Headed in towards goal by Pinheiro, but a little bit off target there. We've hit the We've hit the 45th minute, and we've just had the announcement there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of additional time here in the first half. Ball up from Maroluli, brings it down. Viano able to slide in and clear that ball from danger. Lovely touch there by Maroluli. Maroluli, another player who eats up a ton of U23 minutes for this Burlington side. Joining this team in the offseason after being with Skrisapi last year in their run to the final. Trianfulu plays the ball in. Luli gets to it first and heads it wide of Sam Diltz's goal. But a minute left in the additional time that we've had added on here. Some funky music to get us all excited for the approaching half. A little sneak peek of the playlist they've got prepped for us, and that's got to be a yellow card on Sivakumar as he went flying into the back of Milan Beater. Incredible not to see a card being given to Sivakumar on that, as he was nowhere near the ball and in quite early. He's going to get a talking to at the very least here, by the looks of it, from Kevin McKelney. Beater getting medical attention right now from Antonio Petrolo. Beater onto his feet. He's going to have to go off for a brief moment here. No card to Sivakumar. Absolutely incredible that he's able to get away with that. Not sure what's happened there. McKelney stops the play. You can hear Darren Tilley blowing a gasket on the far side of the pitch right now. Suarez over the ball. Tilley continuing to bark instructions. Suarez lofts one for Mayal. It's going to go. Doesn't matter what it does because McKelney blows the whistle for halftime. We'll see you in 15 minutes with your second half of action from your League One Ontario Game of the Week. My name is Pierce Lang. It's ProStars versus Burlington. ProStars up 1-0 as we head into the half. Get yourselves a Gatorade, get yourselves a snack, and we'll be right back with your League One Ontario Game of the Week. All right, friends, we are back with your second half of action. It's currently 1-0 for ProStars over Burlington Soccer Club. Trianfulu smashing a ball up over half. Augustoku with a chance in close. Yamarillo rising to meet the ball in the air. Elias in tight. Applying pressure to Callum Morrison. Maroluli brings the ball down, but he's offside on the far side of the pitch. Had a chance to talk to both coaches at the half. Burlington head coach Darren Tilley always in the zone, tight-lipped as ever. Only thing he would say to me was, we need to do better. Thoughts on the first half? We need to do better. Thoughts on the second half? We need to do better. Danny Costa a little more chatty at halftime. Said his squad got a nice goal. His opposition have been tight and organized, compact. They've had the ball, but his side is being patient. They need to stick with that patient approach. Says Burlington's a good team. The ball just hasn't been going where they want it. They want to overload one side and play long, but the balls have not been dropping where they need them. This is Augustus Oku. Sivakumar getting it to Trianfulu. Ball into the box. Oku goes up to meet it. This is Thomas. Or, sorry, Thomas Joseph, rather that. Yamarillo on the back of Elias. Suarez chipping it up. Perry Zorbas brings it down. Dillman Grawal with the ball in the middle of the pitch. This is Keone Fairbanks. Suarez approaching him. Perry Zorbas back into the middle for Trianfulu. Grawal had space but chose to find Fairbanks. Matthew Rogers trying to get around Natukas. Natukas goes to ground. John Natukas, another player who eats up a bunch of the U23 minutes for this Brampton side. It was Kaisi Mael getting the lone goal in this game. Headed the ball past Callum Morrison. That ball found him off the head of Milan Beater. Rumblings that Mael may have been offside. From here it looked a good goal, but there is a touch of contention on the call. Looking around the league, North Toronto currently up on Woodbridge. Hakeem Villas and Jamie Benny and Abraham getting the goals for North Toronto. Trianfulu chipping one up for Oku to get underneath. Just slightly off target. This is Suarez. Trianfulu goes to ground. Unintentional, if anything. The contact. This is the goal scorer, Mael. Mael charging in towards Morrison. Play whistle down as Trianfulu still laying on the pitch. Rather innocuous play as Trianfulu went to ground. Unintentional contact. Two players going for the ball, and bit of a Charlie horse, you have to imagine, as he tries to stretch out his lower back hip thigh area. He is working out. "51 minutes have ticked off the clock here, friends. Still 1-0 for the home side. A game that'll have implications on the standings if ProStars can keep this up. A win here puts ProStars just a point back of their opposition and battling for 4th place. County Fairbanks leaves it for Yamarillo. Natukas going back to Sam Diltz. Ball goes over the head of Milan Beater. Natukas with it again. Chips it up. Ilias running towards it. Morrison's found Grawal. Perry Zorbis gets it into Sivakumar. Sivakumar with the ball across the face of goal. Luli heads it in towards the net, and Sam Diltz will watch that one go over the net. With a big booming kick up towards half. Been talking about Sam Diltz fair bit today. He was on the League One Ontario Team of the Week. The only player in today's match making that side. Piziak unable to get anything done working up the left side. Ball in for Diltz. Oku's there. Oku goes to ground. The referee is Given the call to Sam Diltz. Diltz still on the ground. Looks like it was deemed to be offside, perhaps. Yellow card given to the bench for Burlington. Looks like it's Julio Garcia who got the yellow. Can hear the contention from the fans here closest to me. I'd have to say it's safe to say that they are in fact Burlington fans. Matthew Rogers dispossessed. This is Suarez now working his way towards the top of the box. Suarez with it on his left. Stops and lets Rogers catch back up to him. Plays the ball across the face of goal. Mael on it now. Mael puts another ball back towards goal, but over the goal and out of bounds. Behind the net. .57 minutes ticked off the clock here, friends. Still 1-0. The man who hit the ball moments ago, Kaisi Mael, the only goal in this one coming in the 22nd minute of play. This is Matthew Rogers going back to Trianfulu. Rogers is going to get the call as Ntukas was all over him. Keone Fairbanks off the quick pass from Trianfulu. Thomas Joseph still with the ball. Joseph has his pass intercepted by Trianfulu. Trianfulu still on it, leaves it for Rogers. Rogers goes back to Perry Zorbas. Kumars found Trianfulu. Transfilu with it. Quick bit of passing, but it's broken up by John Ntukas. It looks like we're going to have a substitution or three from Burlington. See if I can get these for you. Looks like Rogers is coming off. So is Piziak. And Keone Fairbanks as well coming into the match. Leaford Allen. Let me just get these updated for you. Joseph Negnanu also into the match. Some good guys to have coming off the bench. This is Mauro Luli with it now. And charging in is Christian Ferraro for Luli. Suarez with it. Suarez gets it as far as Gerwal. And you can see the intensity's been ratcheted up a notch here for Burlington. Bringing in some veterans to stir things up. Amarillo going out wide. Getting it back. Amarillo will move up the pitch into more of a central midfield position. Leaford Allen trying to bring it down. Luli with a shot from range, and it's going to be deflected out for a corner kick. Luli will get to sit back a little bit in the middle of Leifert Allen and Augustus Oku. Two players who are known for their finishing ability, given the freedom to roam here now up top. This is Ferraro over the ball. Left-footed in-swinger coming from Ferraro in the 61st minute. Going back post. Dilt's got a hand to it. Nignanu was there. Shot it towards goal, and Dilt's grabbing it and throwing it out wide quickly. Running onto it is Muffolini, and Muffolini unable to track that one down, and got another substitution. It'll be Milan Beater coming out, and coming into the match, Patrick Vanny. Vanny, a 19-year-old who will be playing at St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia this fall. And was that another card for the Burlington bench? I think Darren Tilley just got a yellow. I've been wrong once before. No, Tilley was yellow carded in the 55th minute apparently. I think that one might be wrong. I think Tilley just got the yellow card right now. The other one I'm pretty confident was actually to Julio Garcia. North Toronto still up 2-0 on Woodbridge as they're about to enter the halftime break at Downsview. That one looks like it's getting pretty chippy. 4 yellow cards in the last 15 minutes in that match. Amarillo goes to ground as Mael climbs his back. Taha Elias has taken the captain's armband here for ProStars in the second half. Patrick Vanny is going to join him up top. Morrison out of his goal, and it's cleared by Grewal. Thomas Joseph doing some fabulous work on this near side, getting himself into a fantastic position. Great work by Callum Morrison to come out of his goal. Ball to the back end of the box. Vanny playing it back to Viano. Ball out wide for Ilias to get onto. He smashes it back behind the goal, but is already out of bounds. Looking at the Canada versus Uruguay game that's currently underway for third place in the Copa America. Score is currently 1-0 for the South Americans. Betancourt with the lone goal so far in the 8th minute for Uruguay. This is Suarez, who's found Ilias, and his touch lets him down. Suarez now. Leifert Allen blows a tire. Looks like everyone's having a bit of trouble in that space of the pitch. Ilias and then Allen both being let down by their boots. Jose Noel lets the ball go past him. Mauro Luli giving chase. Noel into the middle. Moving it quickly. Ball goes off the back of Vanny. Magnanu. This is Yamarillo. Yamarillo out wide for Perry Zorbas. Allen with it now. Such a tough customer. A lot to deal with, the big man. Leifert's 29 years old, bringing that veteran presence to this Burlington side. So still no update on that yellow card that happened moments ago. Leifert Allen with the ball. Natukas breaks up the attack. Augustus Oku with it. Laying it off for Triantafilou. Triantafilou into the box for Luli. Going up to meet it was Viano. Another no call here in the second half is contention voiced from the Burlington support. Mael got away with a foul on the far side as far as I'm concerned. This is Ilias killing off some time as Nagnanu closes him down. Ilias pleads for the call, but no whistle blown. Nagnanu has that deflect off his thigh and out off the boot of Thomas Joseph. .68th minute of play here, friends. Still 1-0 for the home side. Suarez taking his sweet time to go collect the ball. Get this back into play. Suarez with a right-footed in-swinger going near post. Nagnanu got ahead to it to put it out. Deflected off one of his teammates. Referee Kevin McKelney having a quick word with Yamarillo and Noel. Ball low and short to Joseph. Joseph shot is blocked by Yamarillo. Thomas Joseph playing a ball into the box. Nobody able to get onto it. Closest man to it was Muffolini. That's going to go out for a Burlington goal kick here. 69 minutes played, friends. Still 1-0 for the home side, and we're going to get a water break, and we're going to take this chance right now to pay the rest of the bills. We'd like to thank Macron, proud supporters of League One Ontario, providing the jerseys for ProStars here actually today. Macron, work hard, play harder. And we want to thank Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race parts and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, where Canadian soccer takes flight. One Soccer is the home of soccer in Canada. Join the movement and watch every CPL and Canadian national team match from any device. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your computer, laptop, desktop, tablet. Don't watch on that little screen in your car while you're driving, though. That's dangerous. I'm not suggesting that to anybody. We'd also like to thank Ontario Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. And I say that, but most vehicles you can't watch on that screen. Although I know one or two people who found a way to Jimmy rig it. I'm not going to be a narc and say who it is, but they're out there. They are out there. But to get things back underway here in the 71st minute, friends, I've said it about 1,500 times in the last 5 minutes, but it is 1-0 for ProStars. Kaisi Mayel with the lone goal in this match. Yamarillo is going to go back to Grawal. Burlington have been pretty dominant as far as possession in this one. Yet to be rewarded for their tactical output. I was going to say mastering possession, but you've got to get it done in the final third. Chance coming here for Perry Zorbas, and maybe should have thought about putting that one on goal as his cross-come shot goes well wide of the net and out for a goal kick for Sam Diltz. Big kick up as far as Ilias. Ilias steps on the ball and loses possession. We've got a red card in the North Toronto match. Conrad Sarnicki seeing his second yellow of the game and being sent off for the home side. We'll see how that affects things. Woodbridge, not a team to be messed about with. So we'll follow that one, see how Marko Milanovic addresses that red card with his side. Peter Pinizzotto was coach of the month last month. We know he's going to have his boys organized. Tranfulu with a low hard shot off the wall. Noel blocks Yamarillo's shot from in tight, and it's a corner kick for Burlington. They made those substitutions a little while back in the 61st minute, about 10 minutes ago, and they started to apply a bit more pressure, stepped up the intensity, and it's kind of faded here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. This is Ferraro to take the left-footed corner kick into the box. Sam Diltz rises to reach up and bat that one away as Augustus Oku was there. Diltz is going to rise again to pull that one out of the sky. Throws it out quickly for Suarez to run onto. Leifert Allen's giving chase. Zorbas went in for the challenge. Suarez still with it as Leifert Allen went flying past him. This is Thomas Joseph now. Allen applying a bit more pressure, but he's going to switch play as far as Mayel, sorry. And a chance coming here, cleared by Grawal from the goal line. Callum Morrison saved his blushes by Dillman Grawal. We've got a sub coming here for the home side. Coming out of the match will be Thomas Joseph. No. Maybe? Yeah, no, Joseph is out. Substitution here in the 74th minute of play, and coming into the game is Baldwin Saros. Another ball in towards Callum Morrison, and he'll deal with that one without hesitation. Trantafulu. This is Joseph Negnanu. Negnanu with it again. Ball out wide for Ferreira, and it's cleared from danger by Paolo Vaiano. Negnanu's such a presence on the field. Big, tall, not to be messed about with. Played his collegiate soccer in the OCAA with Niagara. Dilts hesitates and finally gets that ball before Augustus Oku. Throws it out quickly for Ilias. Ilias and Negnanu one-on-one. Overlapping run by the new man. Shot in towards goal. And he's only on the pitch for a few minutes. But it's Baldwin Saros getting the deflection off of Dilman Grawal, and it's 2-0 for ProStars with about 13 minutes left in regular time as ProStars go into the corner to celebrate with the substitutions. 77th minute of play, and it's 2-0 for ProStars. Baldwin Saros with his first goal of the season. Saros, a futsaler. Plays inside on the court for Toronto Idolo. A fantastic side here if you're a big futsal fan. 24-year-old midfielder in his second game of the season for the Premier Division side. Played 15 minutes in his last match against Grisapi. Another substitution for ProStars is Paolo Vaiano has come out of the match. Chance here for Augustus Oku, and he's going to catch that one off balance and knock that one out of the park. Grand slam. Give everyone a chance to catch their breath, and ProStars will be sending someone off to go catch up with that $200 ball that's gone into the wilderness. Still not 100% sure on who's come into the match here for ProStars. Looks like it's a defensive substitution as Leiford Allen collects the ball for Burlington. Back to Perry Zorbas. Negnanu. Looks like it's Noah Bickford who's made his way into the match. Bickford was in the team of the week a couple weeks ago, actually. Back at the start of July. Chance coming here for ProStars as they're deep in enemy territory once again. There's Vanny working his way across the top of the box. Couple substitutions coming in for Burlington in just a moment as ProStars get another ball into the box, and it's headed towards Callum Morrison's goal, but nothing comes of it. And here are your subs. It looks like it's going to be Jordan Stoyanov coming into the match. Coming out will be Sivakumar. Also coming into the match for Burlington is Daniel Joda. And coming out of the match, it looks like Zorbas will hit the showers. Vanny going up against Triantafulu. Grewal. So unfortunate for Grewal to have that ball deflect off of him and into the goal for the second goal of the day for ProStars. Saros with the touch goes out wide for Joda. Joda puts it into the box, and rising to meet that was Oku, and he nods that one well over Sam Diltz's goal and out for a ProStars goal kick. (1-1) for Canada against Uruguay right now. Ishmael Kone scoring in the 22nd minute. Sam Diltz smashes the ball up over half. Stoyanov with it in the middle of the pitch. Yamarillo back to Grewal. We've got just under 10 minutes left in this one, friends, as Isaiah Noel steps up to clear. Ball goes out wide to Daniel Joda. Joda low ball in for Leifert Allen. Popped up into the air, and Ilias is going to touch that ball, although it was already out off the clearance. Negnanu had Maro Luli. Stoyanov laying it back to Negnanu. Grewal with a bit of space in front of him. ProStars laying back deep in their own end. Yamarillo with it now out wide for Ferrero. Ferrero with it on his right foot, swings one into the box. Leifert Allen heads it back into the middle. Luli's going to get called for taking down Suarez in his own end, and Suarez will rise to his feet after winning the call. Negnanu rising to meet that, heads it up towards half. Oku comes away with it. Oku tries to chip it up over the top for Leifert Allen. It's Bickford coming away with it. Yellow card for Triantafulu for dissent here in the 84th minute of play. I don't know if the camera caught that spectacular touch by the play-by-play announcer just before the yellow card. Ball goes back to Grewal. Grewal's found Stoyanov. Stoyanov with a shot from the top of the box, and that's nowhere near his intended target. Noah Bickford giving instructions to Saros, telling him to push forward. Negnanu over the top of Vanny. Vanny's going to get that call. Or no, it was Negnanu who got the call. Joda brings the ball down. Saros all over him. Trantafulu getting it in as quickly as he can. Grewal played his ball at Seneca. They're looking for Ferrero on the far side. Looks like it's going to be 1-1 heading into half of that Canada-Uruguay game. Still 2-0 for North Toronto over Woodbridge in the 52nd minute of play. Still 2-0 here. And full time as Alliance and Guelph play to a draw. Ball popped into the air. It's Yamarillo coming away with it. And Woodbridge have got themselves on the board here moments ago. I'll have an update for you on that in just a second. Looks like it was Abdul Hamad scoring just moments ago. So they're weaseling their way back into this match. Well, that match, I guess. You know what I mean. This is Dilman Grewal. Juan Yamarillo. Push from behind by Saros. Trantafulu goes to ground. Baldwin, Saros. The man deemed to have fouled Trantafulu a second ago. Nagnanu stepping up to beat Taha Ilias to the ball. The ball goes off of Noel's shin guard and out over the touchline for a corner kick for Burlington here. About 2 minutes left in regulation time. Substitutions coming fast and furious here for ProStars in a moment. Corner kick coming from Stoyanov. Right-footed in-swinging kick going near post. Diltz rises to meet that one. Headed away by Suarez. It's Ilias and Maro Luli battling for it. Stoyanov with a left-footed shot in towards Sam Diltz, and Sam Diltz is going to dive onto that ball and slow things down for ProStars. 89 minutes have ticked off the clock. Baldwin Saros has slipped it through for Muffolini to run onto. It's going to be a ProStars ball. Yellow card coming here for Taha Ilias for a foul behind the play. Substitutions coming for ProStars by the looks of it. Are they going to get him in? They are. It'll be Muffolini coming out of the match with Mashoud Raymond coming in. And then it'll be Ilias coming out. And I missed the number on that, unfortunately. You'll have to forgive me. I'll have it for you in a sec. Looks like Darian Sinclair, 19-year-old with a Jamaican passport. Darian Sinclair getting his first taste of League One Ontario Premier Division action. He's had a couple games in the U20 reserves. It's actually his second game, rather, that he played against Woodbridge as well. was a substitute in the 11th minute of play. Grewal getting a foot to the ball and putting it out. We're going to have 5 minutes of additional time here, friends, to finish this one off. I expect the action to be fast and furious. Short corner looks to be an option as Suarez and Saros are in tight on that corner flag. Stoyanov and Ferrero were pretty close. Fancy footwork there by Saros, but his pass just slightly off for Suarez, who was charging in. Negnanu getting it out wide for Daniel Jota. Jota with a bit of room in front of him if he pushes up this right wing. Bickford rises and heads that one away. Jota with it again. Jota working his way up the near sideline. Step over, ball into the middle. No one there for Burlington to get onto it. Mauro Luli went to ground looking for the call, but it looked pretty harmless from here. Negnanu on it now. Back to Grewal. Luli dispossessed. This is Sinclair. Sinclair with Suarez. Suarez alone on goal, and fantastic save by Morrison. Morrison dives again. Suarez with it. Left-footed ball across the face of goal. Blocked and cleared off the line by, might have touched both Negnanu and Trantfulu. This is Patrick Vanny with it. Negnanu closing him down. Vanny goes to ground. Daniel Jota and Vanny battling hard. Negnanu comes away with the ball. He's got Stoyanov to his right. Decides to go into the middle to Luli. 3 players offside for ProStars as Burlington gets it back into play as quick as they can. Daniel Jota moving into the middle of the pitch. Call's going to go against Mashoud Raymond. Burlington really missed an opportunity with a numerical advantage. Ball chipped up towards Sam Diltz's goal, and he's going to paw that one over the bar. Time ticking off the clock. We're in 90 plus 3. About 2 minutes left in this one potentially. Stoyanov standing over this. Left-footed in-swinging ball going back post. Past everyone but Saros. Baldwin Saros brings the ball down in his own end, and Leifert Allen will get called for taking Saros down. Remarkably, Leifert Allen surprised to have that one go against him. Luli's going to get a yellow card here in additional time for dissent. McElhenney taking his time to put Luli into his book. Oh, the call didn't even go against Allen. It was just a throw in for ProStars, so I can almost understand the argument being made by the Burlington side. Luli from distance winds up to shoot. Sliding in was Pinheiro. This is Raymond out wide for Baldwin Saros. Saros with a lovely little touch. You can see the futsal skills coming into play. Vanny's touch lets him down, however. Ball quickly thrown in by Negnanu. Trantafulu getting it back to Negnanu. Negnanu with a big booming kick looking for Augustus Oku. Bickford all over him, and the call's going to go against Noah Bickford. Oku puts it down to quickly get it back into play. Yamarillo standing over it. Time ticking off the clock. Sand slipping through the hourglass. What can Burlington get done here? They need to act quickly as time is working against them moment by moment. Yamarillo gets it in deep. The ball goes off of number 17 in blue. That's Mael. But he might have got the deflection he needed there, as it's being called a goal kick. Looks like this is going to be your final score here. Unless Burlington can get something done, they're going to drop points once again. It'll be winless in 6 for Burlington as they drop points once again. 2-0, your final. ProStars continue to knock off competition that stand between them and first place. I think it might be out of reach, but they keep their winning streak alive. It's 3 games on the trot for ProStars. 2-0 your final. Goals scored by Kaisi Mael in the 22nd minute of play. And then it was Baldwin Saros getting a deflection off of Dilman Gurwal in the 77th minute. And your final score, 2-0. Sam Diltz with the clean sheet as ProStars beat Burlington. Thank you for watching your League One Ontario Game of the Week. My name's Pierce Lang. My man, Andre from MSA, brought you the visuals. We'll be back soon enough with your next League One Ontario Game of the Week.